Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will learn how to solve the UGC NET Computer Science previous paper of the year December 2005 paper 2. So this is the second part of this video. The remaining 25 questions are explained in this video. I will explain the all the questions and concepts in simple terms and provide tips and tricks to help you ace the exam. So whether you are a beginner or an experienced one, this video is for you. So let's start the video. The data unit in the TCP or IP application layer is called. See, normally most of the questions were asked on the OSA layer functionality and OSA layer protocol. So which layer, the application layer is supporting which type of protocol, and what is the functionality of the application layer. So like that. So here they are asking the data unit in the TCP IP application layer is called. Protocol data unit PDU is known as various layers of the OSA model as in physical layer it is called as bit, and data link layer the same protocol data unit is called as a frame. In network layer it is called as packet, and in transport layer it is called as segment or datagram, and in application layer it is called as a message. So that's why option A is the correct one. That is a message. So it is called as a message in the application layer. Next one. Which of the following file retrieval methods use hypermedia? We know that we normally use the HTTP, right? Hypertext type protocol. So whether you are browsing in a browser, so for every link https.google.com, www.google.com, https.www.facebook.com, that means so it is supporting the hypermedia. So it is not only supporting the text, general text. So HTML means it is supporting the general text, normal text file. Hypermedia, media means it is supporting audio, video, graphics, etc. That's why the answer is a HTTP. HTTP is an application protocol for distributed collaborative hypermedia information system. HTTP is the foundation of data communication for the World Wide Web. Hypertext is structured text that uses logical links between nodes containing the text. And HTML is a hypertext markup language. So that's why option D is the correct one. Next one. Which of the following is an example of a client-server model? So domain name system, file transfer protocol, telnet, and all of the above. So here the option is all of the above. Right. So in the domain name system, the client will request some information to the server, and the server will respond for that particular request. So it is a client-server system. And file transfer protocol. So it is a standard network protocol used to transfer the computer files between the client and server in a computer network. And the third one, telnet. So telnet is also a client-server protocol. It is based on a reliable connection-oriented transport. So that's why these three are the client-server model. So D is the correct option. Next. Dash points provides a method to recover data that has been delivered but not yet used. So we use the synchronization points when suppose I am downloading some movie and suddenly there is a power off. Okay, so again I will start from where I have stopped the video downloading. So because of the synchronization points, I can pause the downloading of the video. Okay, so that's why the option is the synchronization point. So data synchronization technologies are designed to synchronize a single set of data between two or more devices, automatically copying changes back and forth. Data synchronization can be local synchronization, where the device and computer are side by side and data is transferred. Okay. Next. Encryption and decryption are the functions of the dash layer of a OSA model. So we must be perfect in the OSA model functions and the protocols. So here they have asked the function encryption and decryption comes under which OSA layer function. So the answer is presentation layer, D, option D. Okay. So here the transport layer. Transport layer provides end-to-end error control mechanism, and session layer. Session layer provides, it establishes session between a client and server. So it provides authentication, permissions, session restoration, etc. And router. So router we know, right? So to route the message from one device to another device, we use the router. Okay. And presentation layer. Presentation layer, it codes the ones into zeros. Coding of the ones and zeros binary bits are done in the presentation layer. So it provides the encryption and decryption, compression techniques like that. So option D is the correct one. Next. The register or main memory location which contains the effective address of the operand is known as. It is known as a pointer. A register or memory location that contains the effective address of the operand is a pointer. Right. Suppose in the address location 1000 there is a value here. That is, suppose I am considering the value 5. Okay. So this must be, the value at the memory location must be pointed by a pointer here. A pointer A is there which points to the particular location value here. So pointer is the answer. A top-down pass generates. A top-down parsing can be viewed as an attempt to find leftmost derivations of an input stream by searching for parse tree using a top-down expansion of the given formal grammar rule. So it performs the leftmost derivation. Suppose S tends to small a, capital D. So here we are traversing from the left hand side to the right hand side. So it provides the leftmost derivation here. So it begins from passing from the start symbol of a grammar and tries to derive the input string using the leftmost derivation. This means it expands the leftmost non-terminal at each step during the parsing process. So here in the leftmost derivation we are using the top-down parsing, in the rightmost derivation we are using the bottom-up parsing. A general macro processor is an inbuilt function of. So first we must know about the loader, linker, assembler, editor. So we know that editor means, so we can write some programs or modify the program in the editor. So what about the loader, linker and assembler? So assembler means it translates the assembly language code into machine code. So when macros are used in the assembly code, the assembler's macro processor expands these macros into their full instruction sequences. And loader will load the program to a particular memory location for execution, and linker will resolve the external references and combines multiple object files into a single executable file. So that's why the answer is the assembler, D, option D, that takes the basic computer instructions and converts them into a pattern of bits that the computer's processor can use to perform its basic operations. So everything will be done in the binary format, right? Suppose you want to perform addition of two numbers, then that two decimal numbers will be converted to binary numbers, and the addition operation is performed on that binary numbers. So that conversion of the decimal values into binary values is done by the assembler. So option B is the correct one. Next one. Which of the following is not the collision resolution techniques? So here both hash addressing and chaining are collision resolution technique, but an indexing is the data structure defined on columns in a database table to significantly speed up data retrieval operations. An index is a small copy of a database table stored by key values. So that's why option C is not a collision resolution technique. C is the correct answer. Next one. Which activity is not included in the first pass of two-pass assembler? A two-pass assembler processes the source code in two passes to generate the machine code. In the pass 1, it will scan the source code, build a symbol table, and calculate the memory locations, checks for errors, and creates the intermediate file. Whereas in the case of the second pass, it will read the intermediate file, generate the machine code, creates the object file, and perform the listening of the file. So that's why. So which of the option is not included in the first pass means that one is 35. Option D is the correct one. So none of these. So because all these things, building a symbol table, constructing intermediate code, and separate mnemonic opcode and operand field. So all these will come under the first pass, not on second pass. So that's why option D is the correct one. Producer-consumer problem can be solved using which of the operations? Semaphore, event counters, monitors, or all of the above. 36th one, right? So here the option is all of the above. So this producer-consumer problem can be solved using semaphores and in the monitors also. So in the semaphores we are using two operations, that is the wait and signal operation. So by performing the wait and signal operation, the process will enter the critical section. Whereas in the monitors, there is no extra effect to protect the critical section here. So we are using some procedures to enter into the critical section here. So without semaphore or monitors, we can control it by using the count variables. So option D is the correct one. Correct answer. Next one. If you want to execute more than one program at a time, the system software that are used must be capable of word processing, virtual memory, compiling, or multitasking. The answer is a multitasking. So multitasking means a multiple number of programs executed at a particular time. So D is the correct answer. Which of the following checks cannot be carried out on the input data to a system? So here option D is the correct answer, syntax check. So this syntax check cannot be carried on the input data to a system. So first of all, let us know what is the consistency check. Consistency check is a test performed to determine if the data has any internal conflict. So it is not check anything about the semantics. And the syntax check refers to the grammatical structure of the program. And range check, it is a check to make sure a number is within a certain range. For example, to ensure that a value about to be assigned to 16-bit integer is within the capacity of a 16-bit integer. So the option is B. Syntax check. Non-modifiable procedures are called. So we call this non-modifiable procedures as a re-entrant procedure. A re-entrant procedure means it is a single code of program which is shared by multiple users at the same time. And it refers to a function or method that can be safely interrupted and called again before the previous call is completed. So this type of procedures cannot be altered during the execution and maintaining their integrity throughout the multiple invocations. So the answer is the re-entrant procedure. So these procedures cannot be modified here. Banger's algorithm is used for purpose. So this algorithm is used for the avoidance of the deadlock. and this algorithm is developed by Dikshitra. Next one. The testing of software against SRS is called. So this type of testing is called as a acceptance testing. The user acceptance testing is also called beta testing, application testing, or end user testing. It is a phase of the software development lifecycle in which the software is tested in the real world by the intended audience or customers. So let us know about about the integration testing and regression testing, series testing. Integration testing means the software modules are divided into small number of units, and that small testing is done on that small units. So after doing the testing on all the small units, then they are combined here. So this testing occurs after the unit testing. So performing a test on a small units of a program is called a unit testing, and integration testing comes after the unit testing. Regression testing. It is a type of software testing that seeks to uncover new software bugs or regressions in existing functional and non-functional areas of a system after changes such as enhancements, patches, or configuration changes have been made to them. Okay, so option A is the correct one. Next one. The lower degree of cohesion is. So what is the lower degree of the cohesion? So first of all, we must know about the cohesion. Cohesion refers to the degree to which the elements of a module belong together. That means within the module, so within the particular module, how the elements belong to each other. That is called as a cohesion within the module. So there are different types of cohesion here. Functional cohesion, sequential cohesion, communication cohesion, procedural cohesion, temporal cohesion, logical cohesion, coincidental cohesion. So in these cohesions, here the highest cohesion is a functional cohesion and least preferred cohesion is the coincidental cohesion. So here the answer is the coincidental cohesion. So this is the lower degree of the cohesion. Next one. The reliability of the software is directly dependent on. The software reliability is always dependent on the number of errors. So in terms of measurement, it is the number of errors. So the number of errors are less, then the failures are also less. Reliability increases when errors or bugs from the program are removed. So option C is the correct one. Successful layer of design in software using the bottom-up design is called dash. So what is meant by bottom-up designing? Bottom-up designing is starting at the bottom. That is the virtual machine provided by development environment. One builds up successfully more powerful layers. The uppermost of these layers, which is the only one directly accessible to the application's developer, provides such powerful functionality that writing the final application is relatively straightforward. This methodology of emphasized flexibility and reuse and of course integrates perfectly with the bottom-up strategies for implementation and testing. So this is called as a layer of abstraction. Next one. The sliding window concept of a software project management is. The project planning requires utmost core and attention since commitment to unrealistic time and resource estimates result in schedule slippage. This technique of staggered planning is known as a sliding window planning. So the option is D. Preparation of the various stages of development. Which of the following transmission media is used in Bluetooth technology? In Bluetooth technology, we are using the radio links. Radio links protocol is an automatic repeat request fragmentation protocol used over a wireless air interface. Most wireless air interfaces are tuned to provide 1% packet loss, and most of them provide the successful rate of transmission. Here microwave link. It is a communication system that uses a beam of radio waves in the microwave frequency range to transmit the information between two fixed locations on the earth. Suppose there are two fixed locations here with the antenna. So if these two fixed locations wants to transmit with each other, then they use the microwave. Next, VSAT communication. VSAT means a very small aperture terminal. So it is a satellite communication system that serves home and business users. For suppose Dish TV, Tata Sky. So these are all the example of the satellite communications, right? Next, fiber optics cable. So in the fiber optics cable, it consists of a bundle of glass threads, and here light passes through this glass threads. Okay, so that's why the transmission of the speed of the fiber optics is more. Here in the fiber optics, each glass thread is capable of transmitting message modulated onto the light waves. Okay, here the Bluetooth technology is using the radio links. So this is the correct answer. A. Next one. Which of the following is a EDA standard? EDA means electronic data interchange. Electronic data interchange is a electronic communication method that provides standards for exchanging data via an electronic means. Here, the ES standard ANSI ASC X.12 so is a predominant in North America. So this is the EDA standard. Next one. Analysis of large database to retrieve information is called. So this is called as the OLAP, that is the online analytical processing. OLAP is an approach to answering multi-dimensional analytical queries swiftly. The term OLAP was created as a slight modification of the traditional databases term online transaction processing OLTP. So the answer is B. The cost of the network is usually determined by. So it is determined by switching complexity. Circuit complexity is a branch of computational complexity theory in which Boolean functions are classified according to the size or depth of the Boolean circuits to compute them. Option B is the correct answer. The mechanism with which several users can share a medium without interference is called multiplexing. So multiplexing is a method by which multiple analog or digital signals are combined into one signal over a shared medium. The aim is to share an expensive resource. For example, in telecommunications, several telephone calls may be carried using one wire. So this is the example of the multiplexing. And here frequency modulation, amplitude modulation is given. What is under modulation? Modulation is varying the properties of a carrier signal to send information, whereas multiplexing is a way of combining the multiple signals. Both functionalities are essential for successful networking. But here the option is a C, multiplexing. Correct answer. So next, so this is the last question, right? So this is about the UGC NET previous question paper of December 2005 paper 2. I hope this video is helpful for you. Thanks for watching the video.